All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I I missed the open. Unfortunately, my phone alarm died and my battery died and my alarm didn't go off. So I'm really sorry. I came this morning and I wasn't really actually expecting to make any trade, but we saw that Tesla is running up significantly, 5% up, and that's actually really good because on Friday we sold, not Friday, on Friday we sold puts on the Tesla at 85, and we are actually up about $10,000 on it. So let me show you my account here. So yeah, so we sold Tesla puts on 80 for March, and I think we for two different expiry, we sold the Tesla puts at 80. So now that it's up, so our puts are really up. So that was a really good trade here that we got on that. But that was nice. So anyway, so I came here on Tesla, and then we realized that Tesla is actually, after a 5% up, is just below the VWAP. And sometimes these stocks are really making a really nice bounce from the VWAP when they're really strong, like 5-6% up, especially if the market is strong as well. So I took a long on it at 127.60 and went up all the way up to 129.60. I partialed out a little bit and I'm hoping to get to 130. There's a possibility that slowly grinds up toward the 130s, but I'm out most of my position right now on I'm out most of my position on Tesla right now, so about $3,800 profit here. So I'll see if we can get to 190. So yeah, that was my only trade. Oh, another day trade that I took was a reversal on NVDA and Amazon. So I'm recently messing around with these options, selling puts and selling calls. So NVDA, I realized that this is the same pattern on NVDA as well. So you can potentially take a long here, put a stop loss below 172.60 and see if you can get a bounce on that. So one way of doing it is you can just buy the shares. Another way of doing it is actually sell the puts. So when the stock bounces back, your puts become worthless, and then you just collect a premium. And this is exactly what happened. What I did on NVDA was I sold the puts for the end of at 170, so just right around at the money, so around 170, and at $2 premium. And now as the NVDA is going up, the puts are losing their value. So we're just making money on that. Same as Amazon as well. I did for Amazon as well. Amazon, did a bounce from 96. So I sold the puts at 96 for the end of this week. And as this one goes up, the puts are going to value. The leverage that you're getting by options are obviously significantly higher. So that's what we're doing. So for example here, so as you see here, so I sold the NVDA puts at 201, and now I covered some of it at 150. And as you see here, just a huge drop that you're getting, obviously significantly more leverage on it. So that's the trade here. So that was a really, really nice trade. Jared traded at the open, so he's going to share his trades with us. Jared, I have your Apple really nice short. If you want to explain that.
Yeah, so Thor and I traded this morning. I was trading a little bit in the pre-market, but I was having some order routing issues, just not getting filled where I was expecting, and sometimes not getting filled at all. So I deviated from a lot of the crypto stocks, which were on my watch list, put together just a quick kind of familiar stocks, familiar characters, and I saw that Apple was rejecting R3, so I tried shorting against it. Added a little bit, but my risk kind of tightened up, and that's why you see that first partial just to size myself back down. We got through PDC, that took another partial. We stalled out for about a minute, so I added really quickly, and then I got to this like daily level that tagged it. Once it started to bounce, I really didn't know how high the bounces would be today. So those that last partial is an all out. I really couldn't tolerate much more upside. The trade that was a little bit better, just because it didn't fight me as much, was Tesla. And both Thor and I had the same idea. He actually tried a little bit earlier and got stopped out, unfortunately. I bought mostly due to this like 1 minute pivot. You can kind of see where that line is. I put my risk right under, but it was a smaller position. So I didn't risk like the full risk, but I knew Tesla could move if it worked. And what ended up happening is we started breaking out. I took a partial at high of day. I took a partial at 129, just hitting the whole dollars, and then 130 finally cleared, and I took it all off there. We ended up consolidating after that, so I'm glad to be out of it. But I think you have to change how you trade based on the structure of the chart, and that was more of like a morning breakout and just some energy that we saw in the morning before things started to settle a little bit more.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
really
it.
good. So
That's all
what
I
here
did.
you could do, Jared, is so could you sell the puts at 126 here or 127? You could sell the
I think you
puts.
could.
Yeah.
Yeah. That way you don't have to worry so much about the price risk to reward. In my case, I'm talking maybe 40 cents of risk on this entry, albeit small. And it did move, an extra $2.50, $3. So that works. But in general, as long as the price kind of stays above this region, even if it doesn't go up, selling the puts would have been something that eventually would have led to a little bit of premium decay. And that's exactly what you're looking for, is really just a price region that's being defended. And if it goes higher, it's better. But if it doesn't, or if it stalls for a while, you're still able to manage the trade
Good.
and not really get stopped out or small profit.
Well, I started messing around with these options now, so it's really nice and fun until it's not, until you get hit and you really blow up your account. So let's see what's the next $1 million loss here is happening. But so far it's pretty good right now. It's just, the premiums that you're collecting from the options are actually really, really amazing. So let's see what is happening. So you're all gonna witness $1 million loss very soon when one of these puts are actually get hit and you have to sit on a shitty company. All right, guys, thank you so much. And so thanks for coming. Thanks, Jared, for covering the morning. I promise it's not gonna happen again. And all the best, guys. So see you tomorrow in the chat. Oh, tonight Thor is having a presentation about his book, essentially trading based on pivot levels. So for those of you who are really interested, definitely should come. I'm going to send also a newsletter as well. Perfect, guys. Looking forward to see you in the webinar tonight.